Hey guys, welcome to Mrs. G's Sewing Space. So, just to let you guys know, we've moved house, and so I'm going to give you a teeny weeny quick tour of my new sewing room, just to let you guys know it's not near as nice as the sewing room I had in my last house. It's definitely smaller, but I still have access to everything I need. It's just a lot more cramped. So, just so I can share it with you guys, I went from a nice, lovely big sewing room to a teeny weeny little sewing room. So my bigger sewing room had 3 8-foot banquet tables in it, plus another smaller little table that I had stashed in the closet that was my daughter's space, and now she doesn't even have a space anymore. It's all mine now. Ha ha ha. So I'm going to share this with you guys so you guys can see that even though I'm going to continue making videos for you guys, I have, moving house has done it to me. Put me off keel. I'm waiting for the kids to go back to school so I can have plenty of time, but I'm still going to try to get something out in the meantime. And I know I've been promising to get stuff out for a while. It's been like 6 months since I put a video out, but I'm moving house, had a shoulder pain, things happened, lost my mojo, everything was falling back into place before we moved, and I lost my mojo, and it's really hard to do anything when you lose your mojo. But I have not lost my mojo anymore. It's come back to me. Must be the new place. And so we'll take it from there and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to turn this camera around because I'm filming on my phone, and I'm going to show you my new sewing room. It's a mess, still disorganized. I kind of have it laid out the way I want, but now that I have a lot less storage space, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with all my crap. So here we go. This is what it looks like today. So there's my door with my sign on it. My husband bought me this sign. It lights up in blue. It says, "Quiet please, recording in progress." I love this. He got it for me for Christmas. Unfortunately, I have no way to plug it up. See that? No way to plug it up. I gotta figure out. So here we go. Here's the doorway as we walk in. That's the only light in the room, is that window right there. So if I turn this way, it lines up some. So there's my banquet table. I have one banquet table, and I have them both on risers. That way it gives me plenty of space underneath for storage. Excuse me if I'm breathing heavy. I don't know why. I have a habit of holding my breath for some reason. So this is where all my ironing is done. And that's my embroidery machine. That's my cover stitch. And now I have some embroidery supplies right there, and that's close by. That is just stuff that has all my kids' crayons and their stuff in it. So underneath all this is storage. So I have soap supplies, resin, polymer clay. That's resin, polymer clay. That's all paint down there. This is just miscellaneous craft supplies and a bag of clothes that I wanted to redo. And then over here, let me get my chair out of the way. So this is a TV wardrobe my husband and I had for years and years and years. And then my son had it in his room, and he just filled it with crap. So when we moved, I decided I'm going to keep it and fill it with my crap. So this is how I have it set up. I have command strip hooks here for my rulers, here on each side. I had such a hard time finding a place for them in the last house. But here's storage. And all this has like buttons. That's tape, that's buttons, that's webbing, so things like that. Paper and stuff and more stuff, and Chinese stuff that my husband brought from Singapore, which I love deeply because he brings me things when he travels. So interfacing. So that's the top. And I use the hooks for my patterns, things that I'm working on. Hold on. And then here at the bottom is more storage. So more stuff, more places for my stuff. So like that's bias tape, those are patches. That's more paint. Oh wait, where's my finger? More paint, ribbon, letter, stationery stuff, command strip stuff. That's just a box I haven't done anything with. That's interfacing, elastic, zippers. I'm glad I finally have a place for all this as well, because all this used to be under another table, which I no longer have. So we got that. And this right here is just a box of blue jeans and t-shirts and things I'm going to do something with one day. And so here in this corner, there's my mannequin. She's hanging out there. And my coffee filter wreath, which I don't have a place for anymore. And this is the closet that came in with this room. And so I finally have a place for like all my camera equipment. And remember, I always kept my sewing boxes, so all my boxes for my sewing machines are down there behind. And there are my paper patterns and marine vinyl and junk and stuff and junk and stuff and junk and stuff and stuff that for my daughter, but she doesn't have a place for anymore. And more junk and stuff and junk and stuff that I had underneath. So that's stuffing, interfacing, quilting stuff, pillow. I have a casing in there that I really need to finish. So that's that. So if we come out here, so this is the other table, my second table. It's an 8-foot banquet table. And this is my serger. So there's my serger and my rack of threads right there. And then here is my contraption for my camera. So whenever I make videos, ooh, the light's not very nice right there. Let's see if I can get the lighting to be better. Nope. Lighting is just not very nice. Let me see. Check out what I did. So you guys see my photography lights, right? I have them connected to a remote control. Woohoo! Awesome. It's better light even if it's not perfect. So here is my contraption. That's my camera where I'm able to film. So I film everything right there. I mostly film everything right there. And then my photography lights are on each side. It looks kind of dim right now, but honestly, they provide really good light. And then, move that. So underneath is fabric storage. So that's all fabric. That's all fabric. That's planned. That's fabric I have planned for patterns. That's scraps. But that bin, that's a big like 56 gallons, I think, full of fabric. That's all my fabric fit into there when I moved from my old house to my new house. And it is awesome. And it is so heavy. And I had to take out all my fabric to move the bin up to put all my fabric back into it because it was just so heavy. And then over here I have my desk. This is where I'm actually sewing at. So this desk used to be my daughter's. Well, it was mine. And then it was my daughter's. Now it's mine again. And that bin has sewing stuff in it, like my pins, my needles, my sewing feet, anything that would go to my sewing machine. And then I have my thread stand right there, and another pattern I'm working on, which is over here, so that's what I'm working on currently. And then I have all my books right there. And that's it. So my sewing room is a lot smaller than it used to be. Oh, here I am again. Hi guys. So my sewing room is a lot smaller than it used to be, but I still have everything in arm's reach at least. And, you know, it was super nice having a lot of room. My kids could come in and yap at me all the time, but they can't come in anymore. They all like to hang around my feet when I sew. Unfortunately, I just don't have room for that anymore, so I'm constantly kicking them out, which is why I'm so anxious for school to start, so I don't have to do that anymore. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my new sewing room. It is a lot smaller. The walls are really different. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with those just yet. I got to think about it. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the new tour of the sewing room. Hopefully one day I'll be able to move back into a bigger room. And if and when I do, I'll definitely give you guys a tour about that so that you guys can see how I expand when I have more storage space. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be bringing out more videos once I get onto the ball and start filming things again. So thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.